The Selaks story starts way back in 1906, when a 24-year-old Merino Selak first arrived in New Zealand from his native Croatia, where wine was the centre of the table and part of everyday life. But when he was faced with a short supply of good wine in his new country, Merino set about creating his own by buying a market garden, orchards and a vineyard in West Auckland. Over the years, his friends and family enjoyed the wine that he produced, and in 1934, Merino began selling for the first time. Things went well, and by 1940, his nephew Mate, at the tender age of 16, arrived from Croatia to help out. When Merino retired in 1947, Mate bought the vineyard and started experimenting with European-style wines which were far ahead of their time in New Zealand. By 1956, Mate had planted the two latest popular varietals, Chardonnay and Cabernet Sauvignon. However, the grapes were never harvested, as his land was seized by the government to build the North-Western Motorway in Auckland. Undeterred, Mate then purchased 20 acres at Kumiu and planted over 5,000 vines in the latest varietals. It was around this time that his son Ivan started training to become a winemaker in his own right. Selaks continued to innovate, and in 1971, Ivan and Mate realised Mate's dream of producing a naturally fermented sparkling wine, only the second in New Zealand. 8 years later, they began exporting to Australia. During the early 1980s, Ivan went to Europe, leading the introduction of New Zealand wines at the first tastings in London.